Defuse, all dead, bro. Where you scoping? Wow. You are alone, you dumb ass. Nick ta mère. You are dumb.
Je ne mourrai pas ici. Point gagnant. Guidez-les vers le repos éternel.
Defuse, all dead, bro. Where you scoping? Wow. You are alone, you dumb ass. Nick ta mère. You are dumb.
Je ne mourrai pas ici. Point gagnant. Guidez-les vers le repos éternel.
Defuse, all dead, bro. Where you scoping? Wow. You are alone, you dumb ass. Nick ta mère. You are dumb.
Je ne mourrai pas ici. Point gagnant. Guidez-les vers le repos éternel.
Defuse, all dead, bro. Where you scoping? Wow. You are alone, you dumb ass. Nick ta mère. You are dumb.
Je ne mourrai pas ici. Point gagnant. Guidez-les vers le repos éternel.
Defuse, all dead, bro. Where you scoping? Wow. You are alone, you dumb ass. Nick ta mère. You are dumb.
Je ne mourrai pas ici. Point gagnant. Guidez-les vers le repos éternel.
Defuse, all dead, bro. Where you scoping? Wow. You are alone, you dumb ass. Nick ta mère. You are dumb.
Je ne mourrai pas ici. Point gagnant. Guidez-les vers le repos éternel.
Thursday night, the best night of the week for NBA basketball. Hi there, everybody, and thanks for being with us on 2K Sports. Along with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson, and we've got our reporter, Allie LaForce. And so many young stars emerging in this league, checking in on the Rookie of the Year race here in January. You look at Knipple, we're about halfway through the season now, and he's outside of the top 5 spots, but he's been playing really well, and there's plenty of games left to go.
And while he's below some of the other rookies on that list, you can tell he's dialing in and finding his footing.
Yeah, I think we're going to see a more confident, forceful player in the second half of this season. The best is yet to come from him.
Now the starting group for San Antonio. Buzelis out there with Knipple. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Alperen Sengun. And for Indiana, we've got Julius Randle. Sharp out there with Tyrese Halliburton. Then it's Alex Caruso. And it's Zubac. In at the 5. And coming into this game, Grant, is it fair to say this feels like it should be a blowout?
Well, on paper, that would be the assumption. But, B.A., this is why we play the games. Anything can happen, and any team can pull off an upset.
Down it goes, and a great assist by Halliburton.
Great dime by Halliburton. Remember, he's led the league in assists.
SGA against Halliburton. They set the screen. Pass to Buzelis. Just 4 to shoot. And Sengun gets it to go.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
Outside Sharp. Randle on the screen. Halliburton outside. That three's off the mark. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Pass to Knipple. The 3. Drops in the 3.
The defenses have to chase Knipple off the three-point line, or he will just continue torching them from there.
Halliburton, the pass to Sharp. Here's Randle. It's tipped. Over Buzelis. Zubac. Gilgeous-Alexander with a rebound. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Just a bit ago, Rick Carlisle and I were able to chat. We talked about the challenges the defense faces when dealing with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He said once Shai gets under the arc, it's impossible to prevent a shot. He's too shifty, so we need to be ready to help off on the wings early and try and bump him out to the perimeter. Not easy to control the movements of Shai. Guys?
And Allie, thank you for that.
Still very early, but that's not the start they want. 1 for 5 shooting.
SGA finds Sengun. And the basket is good. Sengun's got 6 points.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
And you watch Alperen Sengun. He's a beast on the blocks, Graham.
Yeah, B.A., he throws his weight around, but what separates him is his skill. Against the best post defenders in the league, he comes up with creative ways to score.
San Antonio with the ball, following the bucket by the Pacers. Sengun, a screen on Halliburton to the paint. And Sengun, throw it down.
Superb movement in the screen and roll. Gotta reward Sengun for that.
Pacers trail by 7. Sharp passes to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
And finding his teammate in stride, he led his guy perfectly.
Halliburton against SGA to the wing, right side. San Antonio moving the ball around. And now Indiana on the fast break. Here's Halliburton. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And this is how competitive Halliburton is. Doesn't allow some contact to distract him from scoring.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Halliburton. And it's SGA missing.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him all.
Pass to Sharp. Lets it go from deep. Offensive rebound, Pacers. Caruso, the pass to Halliburton. 6 on the shot clock. Down low. Now SGA. No made baskets yet. Pass to Buzelis. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Halliburton. San Antonio again can't hit.
Analytics already don't favor the mid-range jumper, let alone against exceptional defense.
Sharp, no good. San Antonio leading by 3. Out to the right wing. Pass to Knipple. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
And a nice play by Knipple. He knows where to get his points.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. A new lineup here for Indiana. And the Spurs with some changes. Looking at the 2K leaderboard, here are the teams that have been consistently dominant on the offensive end of the floor over the last month. The Spurs, second.
This is not a team you want to face right now. They are locked in on the offensive end.
Here's Robinson. Outside, Williams. Nembhard, the pass to Robinson. Here's Nembhard, defended by Podziemski. Just 5 to shoot. Williams from long range. Harper pulls it in. Spurs lead by 5. It's Wells on the wing. Outside Podziemski. Puts up a deep 3. No good there.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
Not the tallest center in the league. He more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
Pass to Riley. Takes one from 10 feet. Count the basket. 1:31 left now in the first quarter. Now Williams. Now here's Robinson. Nembhard left side. To the middle. Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Feed the interior. Good things will happen.
Pass to Lively. Here's Riley. 51 seconds left in the first quarter. Nice move. And he jams it home with authority.
The Rook. Dylan Harper showing some power.
Pacers trail by 5. Nembhard finds Reed. And here's Nembhard. 3-pointer. Lively grabs the miss. Harper passes to Wells. Now Podziemski. Back to Wells. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Now here's Robinson. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Nembhard. Fires high post. And the shot no good, a bit short. Alperen Sengun, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for San Antonio. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. We'll be right back after this word. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Spurs?
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
You have to like the fact that they're not settling at all. I mean, they've really made a point to get the ball down inside and challenge that interior defense.
Halliburton and Nembhard make up the backcourt. Toumani Camara out there with Alex Caruso. And it's Reed in at the 5. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Derek Lively uses his mobility to his advantage. He said, quote, "I like to turn the game into a track meet because I can't outmuscle anybody. But I can definitely get around people, I can outrun them, and I have to be able to use my stamina and energy to get up and down as much as I can." Okay, back to you.
Smart approach. Allie, appreciate the report. So it's San Antonio now, after Indiana picked up the 3 with their last shot. Back to Podziemski. Lively with a screen on Halliburton. Kept alive. Count it. Lively's got his first 2 points of the night.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Caruso outside. Here's Nembhard. And Indiana again with the bucket.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Pass to Buzelis. Lively against Reed. Here's Knippel. Crafty move. Here's Podziemski. And the 3 off target. Indiana trailing here. Caruso right side. Now here's Reed. Takes the 3. Podziemski grabs the board.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
From a mid-major school to a first-round pick, Wisconsin native Brandon Podziemski has had quite the rise, RJ.
Yeah, finishes top 5 in Rookie of the Year voting in 2024. Pods gives you a little bit of everything on the floor. Great rebounder for his size also.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And Indiana with some changes. Zubats, he's checked in for Reed. Randall comes in for Camara. And it's Sharp in for Nembhard. San Antonio also making some changes. Şengün comes in for Lively. And Trey Murphy subbed in for Podziemski. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Randall outside. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And here's Indiana now. It's a 3-point game. Randall outside. 4 on the clock. Over Buzelis. Randall can't hit. San Antonio's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Pass to Şengün. And Şengün throw it down.
Love seeing Şengün go up strong, leaving no room for error with that finish.
Sharp passes to Halliburton. Back to Sharp. Zubac, screen. Şengün with a steal. To the inside. Randall with a steal. And they're on the break. Here's Halliburton. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Halliburton's gotten his second bucket on the night. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Spurs. 3-point lead. It's Şengün, high post. Zubac's there. Knocked loose. And here's Sharp. Caruso, the pass to Zubac. And he banks in the layup. Zubac has got his third bucket of the night. For San Antonio, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Back to SGA. Pacers with a rebound.
Just enough resistance to force the miss, barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Halliburton outside. From the arc. Triple! Tyrese Halliburton.
And you've got to be attached at the hip to Halliburton, especially when he's operating on the perimeter.
And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson now. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And some changes here for the Pacers. Williams comes in for Zubats. And it's Robinson in for Caruso. And San Antonio making a change here. San Antonio trailing here. Here's Harper. If you had to say, Richard, what's the most critical component for a team to play effective defense?
I would say being bought in. If players are bought in, you could overcome individual deficiencies. Şengün beat you with finesse and physicality.
Indiana's gone 3 of 4 from outside so far in the second quarter. Halliburton, the pass to Randall. Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Here's Harper. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williams. And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
Oh my, and that was textbook defense, positioning himself well to send it back.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Harper.
He's been off the mark since the start of the second quarter. Shots aren't dropping like they were early. One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon. Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Pass to Wells. Fires the 3. Indiana with a rebound. Last game matched up with the Thunder. Tough loss there.
I really didn't see much of an edge from them. A little more intensity could have gone a long way.
Yeah, you hate to be critical, but that's part of our job. You have to call it the way we see it. That night, they were flat.
Squads that love to run. Last year's team leaders in fast break points. The Pacers in 5th.
They would just push the ball at every opportunity, even when defenders had already gotten back.
Some changes for Indiana. Kamara, he's checked in for Julius Randle. And Andrew Nembhard subbed in for Halliburton. And San Antonio with a change here too. Lively's checked in. Pass to Harper. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Reed's checked in for Indiana. Pajemski's checked in for San Antonio. Now here's Nembhard. He's got 5. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Outside Pajemski. Pass to Harper. To snap the cold streak. Outside Wells. Fires for 3. The shot by Pajemski, no good. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Oh, got a piece of it. Wells with it, and Kamara picks him up defensively. Pass to Harper. Driving to the basket. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
And getting where he wants to go. Harper's drive can be so sudden.
Now here's Robinson. He's guarded closely. not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Indiana ahead. They're up by 4. Let's send it courtside and check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
I'm here with Coach Rick Carlisle. Coach, what's the message that you're going to deliver to the guys in the locker room?
You know, we just got to maintain energy. We're playing against a team that's a really good team. We got to keep turnovers down. We got to rebound.
Energy is something you can control. Thanks, Coach.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this.
Hello there, everybody. It's halftime, and right now the Indiana Pacers are in the midst of a good battle.
Without the points they've gotten off the bench, this game wouldn't be as close as it is. Can you count on that in the second half? It's debatable, man.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see who's in the game for them down the stretch. And the next topic to touch on, a look at which players might be appearing in the upcoming dunk contest.
We've been talking about this contest since the season began. I don't want to talk anymore. I just want to get to it.
But the selection process builds anticipation, Shaq. You know all good entertainment needs drama.
La 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 la. I don't want to talk no more.
Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. One of the stories here, Alperen Sengun getting it done today.
He's been so disruptive defensively in the first half. His fast hands pick plenty of pockets.
Not only does he have solid defensive instincts, he just plays extremely hard. And I know people might not realize this, but that is a skill, and it is very difficult for the opposition. It is a recipe for disaster.
So on the floor for the Spurs, they've got Knipple, Alperen Sengun out there with Buzelis. Then there's Trey Murphy, and it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the point guard position. Indiana leading by 4. Caruso, the pass to Halliburton. Randall, left side. Pass to Halliburton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, taking the contact, Halliburton.
He can move around with the big boys. Halliburton not giving in on the interior.
And few players are more valuable to their teams than Tyrese Halliburton, Graham.
Yeah, he leads the way for them, B.A. An efficient scorer, elite playmaking, and disruptive defensively. And, of course, he makes clutch plays at both ends.
Now here's Caruso. Pass to Randall. Three-pointer, Halliburton. It's rebounded by Sengun.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander showing off his skills inside.
Yeah, making it look easy. Gilgeous-Alexander is so skilled, the ball on a string, and we see him do this time and time again.
Halliburton finds Randall over Buzelis, and Randall the bucket on the assist by Halliburton. Halliburton's got 3 assists now in this one. And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Şengün, a screen on Sharp. Clock at 6. In transition, here come the Pacers. Pass to Caruso. And that one, good. Caruso's got 5.
And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in a rhythm on the offense right now.
Here's Buzelis. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Pass to Şengün, 5 to shoot. And here's Knipple from the arc. Oh, and a great assist by SGA. That one goes in. SGA's got 3 assists tonight. And it's the Pacers with the ball. It's a 5-point game, and timeout called by Rick Carlisle. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. The Pacers making a switch here. Reed's checked in. And now it's time to take a look at who the top rookie passers were over the last month. 5th on the list, Con Knipple.
I really like how he sees the floor. A selfless distributor who enjoys hitting those guys in their spots.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Halliburton. Reed a screen on SGA. Just 5 on the clock. Lets the 3 fly. And Indiana misses again. Spurs trail by 5. And the foul on Alex Caruso. That's his first foul. Nembhard, he's checked in for Indiana.
Checking in for the Pacers, number 5, Andrew Nembhard.
Pass to Buzelis. From deep, SGA. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
And here's Sharp. Caruso outside. 5 on the clock. From the strike. The shot off that time. For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. For the tie, Sharp grabs the miss. Indiana has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Caruso outside. Nembhard outside. Pass to Sharp. The rebound by the Spurs. Şengün's got 4 rebounds in the game. Gilgeous-Alexander looking it over. The drive by Shea. To the right side. Here's Knipple. He's guarded by Caruso. San Antonio needs to get off a shot. No good from the wing. Indiana leading. Sharp passes to Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
Wow, Julius Randle. We could feel the floor shaking on that one.
And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Williams checked in for Randall. Kamara comes in for Caruso. And it's Robinson in for Sharp. Spurs trail by 4. Pass to Riley. They set the pick. Takes a 3. Indiana with a rebound. And following this one, they'll take on the Hawks in Atlanta. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game. Now here's Nembhard. Launches a 3. No good that time. Outside Podziemski. Back to Wells. Pass to Harper. Good work defensively by Robinson. Pacers leading by 4. One thing people notice about Dylan Harper, he loves to get going downhill.
Yeah, he delights in bullying his way through a defense, using a blend of speed and size to get to where he wants to go.
Now here's Wells. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. And they get it back. Back to Wells. Fires the 3. Reed with the rebound. The Pacers have gotten only 4 of 10 shots to fall so far in the third. Williams with the screen. Deflects the pass. Here's Harper. And he dunks it down.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
That's the last thing you need to happen down the stretch. Let's see how they respond to the devastating punch.
Here's Robinson. San Antonio getting their last shot to go. Reed for 3. He buries it from 3. Reed's got 5 points.
If you give him that kind of separation, he's going to take full advantage.
Out left to the wing. Lively with a screen on Robinson. And Lively with a basket on the assist by Harper.
Yeah, good pass by Harper. Unselfish. Always keeps his eyes up.
Indiana leading by 3. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Nembhard, the pass to Reed. Yep, that one goes. Reed's got 5 points in the quarter.
Oh, I love that possession for them, ending with an assisted bucket.
Inside, here's Lively. And a slam dunk by Lively.
Come on, B.A. He sure can rise.
Grant, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league. Here's Robinson. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Indiana ahead. They lead by 3. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter started. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
He does do a great job steering the ship for them out there and keeping the offense clicking.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. We've got Ivica Zubac. Tyrese Halliburton is out there with Shaedon Sharpe. Then it's Williams. And it's Kamara in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 for the Pacers. Now here's Wells. Şengün, the screen. Wells, the pass to Şengün. And Şengün, throw it down.
He can do it all on the court. Şengün putting together one heck of a performance.
Halliburton with the ball. Outside Sharpe, puts up a 3. That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist. And the Pacers lead by 4.
And far from the best shot, but all that matters is the end result. Somehow he sinks it.
To the paint. And Şengün, throw it down.
Scoring really comes naturally for Şengün. He's been taking care of business tonight.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Now here's Halliburton. 6 to shoot. Back to Sharpe. There's the triple. They get it back. Zubac. And terrific work on the offensive glass as he picks up the deuce.
Hard work pays off with a rebound and a bucket. That's just great fundamentals.
And here's Knipple from the arc. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got his 5th rebound in this one. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That'll be a 2nd foul of the game. Randall, he's checked in for Indiana. Caruso comes in for Camara. And San Antonio with a change here too. Trey Murphy, he's checked in for Wells. Zubac passes to Sharp. 3-pointer, Halliburton. Halliburton books the corner 3.
His first triple of the second half. Can he get it going?
And so it's Mitch Johnson here calling timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. Let's get a report from Allie.
Over the last break, I listened in on Mitch Johnson's huddle. He told the guys to stay after it inside. He said our play inside is terrific right now. He said don't lose any of that intensity. Stay strong down there. It's always nice to hear a coach enjoying his team's play. Back to you.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Spurs trail by 7. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Knipple. He's guarded by Caruso. Pass to Şengün. Down to 5 on the shot clock. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Şengün's got 6 in the quarter.
Şengün's focus and attention to detail coming into play there. That was close.
3-pointer, Halliburton. Another 3 for Indiana.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep letting it rain.
Pass to Knipple. Here's SGA. Soft touch off the glass.
Give a good player a good look, and you know what the outcome will be.
Pacers leading by 6. Sharp passes to Halliburton. Now Randall. And here's Caruso outside. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got 6 rebounds here tonight. To the middle. Here's Buzelis.
And at 6'10", Buzelis is becoming a very difficult cover for defenses, especially when he's aggressive in trying to score.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes, spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
And also attacking in transition has been working for them. I mean, credit them for running the break well and being opportunistic.
First one falls for him. That one's no good. Indiana leading by 5. Outside Sharp. Randall on the screen. The 3 is up. Sharp, no good.
He hasn't had his best game, but they've gotten enough production elsewhere, so it hasn't really mattered.
Pass to Buzelis. Now Şengün. He's guarded by Caruso. San Antonio moving the ball around. Halliburton with some nice D. Indiana's gone 3 of 7 from the perimeter during the 4th. And here's Randall. Caruso outside. From downtown, sinks it from distance.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Talking about Alperen Sengun for a moment. What are some things that stand out about him to you, RJ?
I would say his passing for sure. He's very Jokic-esque with some of the dimes that he drops. And we've seen him accept a bigger role on the scoring side also.
The first one falls.
Sengun's fun to watch on the block. Drop steps, spin moves, up and unders. This man will put on a clinic down low.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
Looking at the start of Sengun's career, here's a guy who's really stepped up his game, has become a key player for them.
Now here's Randall. Haliburton outside. Book it, and it's Randall with the assist. Randall's got 3 assists in the game.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Pass to Buzelis. Let's go with a 3, and the rebound goes to the Pacers. Zubac has got 8 rebounds in the game. Sharp passes to Haliburton. Randall! Sengun pulls it down. Spurs trail by 10. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Book it!
Gilgeous-Alexander is just that good, finishing the play through the foul.
Mind the lane. Mind the lane. One shot.
That free throw good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, what's special about Gilgeous-Alexander is how shifty he is, which also makes it so tough on defenses.
Here's Zubac. Cleared away by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
Oh, he cannot hit. Grant, wouldn't be a bad idea here to slow it down.
Yeah, coach is definitely looking for patience and execution.
And Trey Murphy is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Here's Sharp. Haliburton outside. Randall. Sengun pulls it down. And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for the Spurs. Just 5 on the clock. The 11-footer. Zubac pulls it down. Pacers leading by 7. Haliburton looking for an opening. Randall outside. Here's Sharp. Randall outside. Now Caruso. Haliburton fires. No good from 3.
Things aren't looking good here. I mean, they need points and they need them now.
And if I were them, I'd start thinking about where I'm going to get food after the game because this one looks a bit out of reach.
Now here's Sharp. Randall on the screen. Now Haliburton takes a 3. Oh, it doesn't go. Here's SGA. It's in.
No fear in the eyes of Gilgeous-Alexander. His guys believe in his ability to come up big.
And so they foul intentionally. Here's Sharp. A chance here to possibly put the game away.
They have to remain focused to get it done. They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over. They're trailing by 8. Turning here to our analyst. What elements become the primary keys at this point?
I mean, they're still battling, but this one is just about official.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Halliburton. Zubac pulls it down. I think a bucket here, Grant, would end this game.
Absolutely. That would put a bow on this one.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Here's Sharp. Randall! Caruso fires. Randall. So Indiana wins it. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And now, time for our player of the game, Tyrese Halliburton.
Welcome, maybe the best day of the NBA, Thursday night, and we're happy you could be here with us. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, it's Joe Greg with all star voting underway. There are plenty of deserving players, but only 12 spots for each conference. It is very difficult to choose.
And that's why it feels like someone gets snubbed every year. I'd love to see the league expand the rosters to 15 spots. Remember, we had 12-man rosters back when there were only 9 teams.
Here's the starting group for Houston. Murray out there with Derek White. Then it's Williams. And there's Jackson, and it's Leonard in at the 3 spot. Pass to Leonard. Wembanyama with the rebound. Last game for the Rockets, they picked up the win against the Charlotte Hornets. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
Williams sets a screen for Leonard. No good. Shot missing. Good defense by Wembanyama. And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. And the Lakers with possession here. Anunoby finds Wembanyama. Holmgren sets the screen for Wembanyama. Lock at 6. The shot, no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Simmons against Murray. Now here's Leonard. And Greg, these poised veterans really seem to have triggered a shift for the Rockets.
At the same time, it's going to be Houston's young talent that determines their future, and they've already shown they can make a major impact.
White against Castle.
And what makes Castle so difficult to guard is that he keeps defenders off balance with this constant change of pace.
It's his first trip to the line.
And really, the line a season ago was just a battle for him. Just about a 72% free throw shooter.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
And what I like about Castle's game is the versatility, right? He's a legitimate two-way threat who's willing to take on whatever role helps the team.
And so Castle nails them both. Rockets have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's ready to talk things through with them. This, their first look at this year's Los Angeles squad.
Yeah, and they're hoping for a better showing against this club this season. Last year they came out on the losing end.
And, you know, with 2 teams in the upper pyramid in the early going, important to establish that pecking order, especially within your conference. So this game is important.
Here now, the 2K leaderboard, showing us the best passing teams in the NBA over the course of the last month. The Rockets 4th.
And what stands out during this recent stretch is just how well they've passed the basketball. I mean, this is a club that has become really unselfish.
Murray scanning the floor. Leonard the pass to Murray. Jackson a screen on Simmons. 5 on the clock. A 3-pointer is right on target.
Well, I tell you what, that's a sight for sore eyes to see Murray connecting from distance, because when he's doing that, it really opens things up for him, because we know he can get to the basket.
Here's Wembanyama. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Castle against White. In the corner, Simmons with it. Over Murray. Not enough on that one as it misses. Rockets trail by 3. Outside, White. For the 3, Williams. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Showing off that weight room strength right there. Mark Williams is a load to deal with.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Shooting for Houston, Mark Williams at the line for 1.
That one misses for Williams.
Look, when you consider Mark Williams, he's got some things that you can't teach. Tremendous size and length, athleticism and agility as well. He's a big presence in that painted area.
Wembanyama, a screen on Leonard. Hands it from downtown. Castle's got 5 points so far.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
Perhaps he's set for a big night. I mean, he can be a difference maker for him when he's on his game.
The 11-footer, and he overshot that one, missing.
He can't get anything to fall, at least not this quarter.
And make no mistake about it, Kawhi Leonard-Clark can still take over a game.
Yeah, it's all about him being healthy. I mean, when he's healthy, he is unstoppable. The mid-range game is platinum level. He can make threes. His strength, driving to the basket and finishing, is so underrated, but clearly obvious, because it seems like guys just bump off of him, fall off of him when he goes to the rack with force.
Showing he's more than just an interior threat.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey guys, Chet Holmgren talked about how he succeeds in spite of his slender frame. He said, you can't be afraid of contact. I'll continue to use my strengths out there, my length, being slippery, playing hard, and try to get better at my weaknesses too throughout my career. That will leave me in a good spot. Back to you.
The sky's the limit for him. Okay, thank you, Allie. And we've got a lineup change here for the Lakers. Houston with a big group substitution here. Marvin Bagley's checked in for Mark Williams. Jae'Sean Tate comes in for Jaren Jackson. Wallace is checked in for Leonard. And it's Dosunmu in for Derek White. And so it's Houston with it. They trail by 6. Bagley finds Dosunmu. Murray for 3. Drains the three-pointer. Murray's got 6.
And, you know, we often talk about the importance of confidence for these young players, guys. Murray's showing plenty of confidence there.
Pass to Hardaway. Sharp against Bagley. Achua, the pass to DiVincenzo. 6 on the shot clock. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Pass to Bagley. Now here's Murray. A 3-ball and another 3 for Houston.
Kind of a streaky outside shooter, but it's always a good sign when that shot is falling for Murray.
And here is Achua. Brogdon outside. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Hardaway, no good.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Murray, no good. Looking at the last game for the Lakers, it was a loss to Chicago.
Live by the three, die by the three. If you're perimeter dependent, you don't really know game to game how it's going to go.
And, you know, I think the lack of success from the perimeter really did them in. They just couldn't get it going from there.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Wallace outside. DiVincenzo against Murray. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And we've seen it more than once. DeJounte Murray has been traded for huge hauls.
And that shows you his worth in this league. Teams have been willing to give up a lot to get him. You don't see that kind of length and versatility every day.
First free throw is good.
Leader is what comes to mind when I think about Murray. Great guy to have on your team and in the locker room.
And the Rockets making a change here. Mitchell's checked in. And so he's able to get 1 of 2.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for Houston. 4-point game. And it's off from 3-point range. Brogdon against Wallace. And that one's good, Brogdon.
You know, Malcolm Brogdon is not the biggest guy, but that does not stop him from being aggressive and assertive inside.
Wallace outside. Pass to Bagley. Beyond the arc. That one's not going to go. Lakers leading by 6. Brogdon kicks to Hardaway. 16 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. I'm Kevin Harlan, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg joining me courtside with our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. And the Houston Rockets starting 5. DeJounte Murray is out there with White. Then it's Williams. And there's Jackson, and it's Leonard in at the 3. And for the Lakers, they've got OG Anunoby. Stephon Castle is out there with Simmons. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. And it's Holmgren in at the power forward. Clark, here we are in the heart of the season, and some teams are really hitting their stride.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, some teams, especially the really good teams, start to separate themselves from the others. You can see that happening. And I think you actually can begin to project which teams will be real championship contenders by the time we get to this point in the season.
It's good.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Murray against Simmons. Nobody near Leonard. That's in there. Murray with the assist.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Simmons against Murray. Pass to Castle. Holmgren sets the screen for Castle. Just 5 on the clock. Puts up a 3. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Leonard looking around. Now here's Murray. Latre. And Holmgren pulls it down.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Pass to Castle. Anunoby in the corner. Here's Wembanyama. He's guarded by Williams. And there's Wembanyama on the assist by Anunoby.
And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Wembanyama inside.
Now Murray. Wembanyama with the rebound.
Got a decent look at it, but sometimes the shot just doesn't go down.
And before last season, Ime Udoka turned heads when he said the Rockets, Clark, had playoff aspirations.
Well, kudos to Ime Udoka. I mean, very few people believe they would make the playoffs in the stacked Western Conference, and no one saw them finishing as a 2 seed. They didn't meet expectations. They exceeded.
Kept alive. Williams passes to Murray. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
You know, they're not willing to give Murray any easy buckets here. Dean him up as tight as they can, even if it means fouling.
And so Murray nails both of them. And we've seen it more than once. DeJounte Murray has been traded for huge hauls.
And that shows you his worth in this league. Teams have been willing to give up a lot to get him. You don't see that kind of length and versatility every day.
White the pass to Murray. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity. And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Simmons finds Wembanyama. Holmgren sets the screen for Wembanyama. Again, the miss by the Lakers. The Rockets have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Here's Leonard. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Pass to Simmons. Back to Castle. Jackson against Anunoby. Lets it go from deep. Drops in the tray.
A capable shooter from the three-point line. I mean, Anunoby loves shaking free from the perimeter.
Now Murray. Coming off a solid outing against Charlotte. A 3 from Leonard. Drains it from beyond the arc. Leonard's got 6.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Buries it down low. Rockets trail. And here's White. Hasn't made one yet. Murray, no good.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Here's Anunoby, crosses over, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Timeout. Timeout.
It's on Kawhi Leonard.
Right there, OG uses his physical tools to his advantage. If a defender wants to get physical with him, he says, bring it on, fella, bring it on.
And some changes here for the Lakers. Aaron Sharp, he's checked in for Victor Wembanyama. Hardaway comes in for Stephon Castle. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Simmons. That free throw, no good.
Tell you what, every coach would love to have a bunch of guys like OG Anunoby. I mean, long, athletic, can make plays at the defensive end at a high level. And, of course, being able to knock down the three is that whipped cream on the strawberry shortcake.
He hits the second from the line. For Houston, they've gone just 2 of 8 shooting so far, just 25%. Here's Bagley. The rebound by the Lakers. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Rockets team.
And they really took care of business against this group last year, winning the season series.
Exactly. 2 top teams in the conference. They want to continue that success this season as they look long-term towards playoff seed.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hey, guys. Chet Holmgren talked about how he succeeds in spite of his slender frame. He said, you can't be afraid of contact. I'll continue to use my strengths out there, my length, being slippery, playing hard, and try to get better at my weaknesses, too, throughout my career. That will leave me in a good spot. Kevin, back over to you.
The sky's the limit for him. Okay, thank you, Allie. And here is Tate after Tim Hardaway made that last three-pointer. Back to Mitchell. Shot to stop the run. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Holmgren's got 4 rebounds in this game. Anunoby kicks to Holmgren. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Mitchell outside. Fires it up. Again, Mitchell missing. And so Anunoby will bring it up for Los Angeles. 7-point differential. Wallace dishes to Mitchell. Bagley with a screen on Anunoby. Mitchell, and that's good for 2.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Pass to Holmgren. Hardaway kicks to Holmgren. It's stolen by Tate. Wallace against Anunoby. Wallace the pass to Bagley. Here's Dosunmu. From the high post, he drills it. And now just a 3-point Laker lead.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Anunoby kicks to Holmgren. Plays it up and banks it in. And the Lakers lead by 5.
And looking to get stronger, Holmgren fights through the bump. Tons of time for him to grow into that frame.
Here's Wallace. And Houston again with the bucket. Lakers have gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Hardaway finds Anunoby. Now DiVincenzo. Here's Sharp. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. Achua, he's checked in for the Lakers. Malcolm Brogdon comes in for OG Anunoby. And Sharp drops them both. 23 seconds left in the first quarter. Wallace looking for an opening. Mitchell outside. From outside the arc. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so the first quarter is in the books. Lakers lead by 5. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing in the game?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
They've got Dante DiVincenzo. Achua is out there with Castle. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon, and it's Wembanyama in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Laker 5. Lakers leading by 3. And in terms of efficiency, Greg, very little has changed with Kawhi Leonard.
In multiple years, he's been close to making the 50-40-90 club. A high-usage player who gets to his spots and also takes great care of the ball.
The Rockets making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Looking at the last game for the Lakers, it was a loss to the Bulls in Chicago. Murray with the bounce pass. Here's Leonard. Rebounded by the Lakers.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Just 5 to shoot. They get a hand on it, taken away by Williams. Pass to White. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Castle against Leonard. Here's Jackson. The layup off target. Here's Castle. He has yet to score. And here is Achua. DiVincenzo with it. Back to Achua. Fires the 3. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Murray the pass to Leonard. Pass to Williams. And stolen by Wembanyama. Inside, stolen by Jackson. Murray outside. Jackson setting the pick here for Murray. They grab their own miss. Outside, White. And Leonard has it in the corner. The Rockets again can't hit.
After knocking down 2 threes in the first quarter, he's been a non-factor from deep.
Now Castle. Pass to Wembanyama. To end the drought. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. And the Lakers with some changes. Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Precious Achua. OG Anunoby comes in for Stephon Castle. And it's Ben Simmons in for Dante DiVincenzo. Now here's White. No scoring in this one. Murray, no good.
And if you're looking for the main reason that they're trailing in this game, well, look no further than his shooting. I mean, he has hit exactly 0% of his shots.
Wembanyama with it. Guarded by Jackson. 6 to shoot. Tries again. The shot by Wembanyama, no good. Rockets trail by 5. Outside, White. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Some say, Clark, the game has lost its physicality, with fewer fouls called on average than in any previous decade.
You know, I don't necessarily fully agree with that, Kevin. Sure, the game is still physical. Some of the hard fouls, and because the game was played closer to the basket in the past, lent itself to more fouls being called and more bumping and thumping. It's more perimeter oriented now, but I don't know if it's necessarily less physical. And I don't actually mind fewer foul calls. I like the players being able to play and put the ball in the basket as much as possible.
Here's Bagley after the basket by the Lakers. A shake. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Wembanyama has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Simmons looking it over. Over Mitchell. No good from Simmons. Rockets trail by 7. White dishes to Bagley. Out to Wallace. From the arc. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Holmgren's got his 5th rebound in this one.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Brogdon outside. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. And Holmgren the bucket on the assist from Brogdon. Holmgren's got 5 points so far.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And some changes here for the Lakers. Sharp comes in for Victor Wembanyama. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Malcolm Brogdon. The Rockets also changing it up. Jay Shante comes in for Jaren Jackson. And it's Dosunmu in for Derek White. Now, here's Mitchell. Wallace up on top. Tate against Holmgren. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And a brief look now at the best rebounders from the point guard position over the past month. Ben Simmons, number 1.
And, well, rebounding isn't something you really think too much about with point guards, but he places a lot of emphasis on doing whatever it takes to contribute, even on the boards.
Yeah, in addition to the work he does on the perimeter, he's more than willing to get his nose in there and get his hands dirty in getting after rebounds and loose balls. And I think that's why so many folks around the league can't say enough good things about him.
The first one falls. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Los Angeles leading by 8. Outside, Simmons. Pass to Anunoby. Fires from deep. Rebound by Mitchell. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Rockets. It's off to Utah after this game where they'll face the Jazz. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. And that one drops.
And at this stage, this is where Bagley feels most comfortable. Knows he has the size and touch to score inside.
Now here's Simmons. Still scoreless. That's miss number 3 for him. Now 2 for 5 from the floor. Anunoby against Mitchell. Bagley with his screen on Simmons. Wallace finds Bagley. Anunoby against Mitchell. And again, the Lakers no good.
Well, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. And a chance now to look at the schedule for Houston. On Friday, they'll go up against Cade Cunningham and the Utah Jazz. Then on Friday, they'll be facing Kyrie Irving and the Dallas Mavericks. Last game for the Rockets, they picked up the win against Charlotte. Now here's Simmons. Anunoby outside. And he gets it back. Pass to DiVincenzo. And it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons. DiVincenzo's got his first 3 points of the game. Mitchell outside. Houston moving the ball around. Wallace misses. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. DiVincenzo kicks to Simmons. Holmgren in the high post. Outside, Simmons. Shot clock at 6. They set the screen. They get it again. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Please direct your attention to center court. And
Welcome to halftime, everybody. It's been a bit of a challenge so far for the Houston Rockets.
This has been a struggle for them, to say the least. They're completely discombobulated. That's why they're shooting under 30%.
The truth hurts. And next up, here's a look at some of the contenders for the fan favorite three-point contest. And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. We're seeing a tremendous game from Victor Wembanyama.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Starting the second half, here's Ime Udoka's 5. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Jackson. Then it's White. Then there's DeJounte Murray. And it's Williams at the 5.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
And the dunk by Jackson.
And here's a guy that's not in coast mode. Jackson is going to give it all he has every minute he's on the floor. That's how he earns the and one.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Had a success rate from the line last year of about 78%.
I don't think you really can say enough about the work he's put in and the massive strides he's made in his free throw shooting, guys. I mean, his numbers are way up this year.
We've known about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s defensive acumen, but G.A. much improved as a scorer as well.
Yeah, her range out beyond the arc and his handle, I think it's underrated. One of the top two-way bigs in our league.
And attacking the rim. Holmgren making excellent use of that height inside.
Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession.
First and second chance points. And also, they were in the top 10 when it came to fast break points. You had to be ready to get back in a hurry or this team would run it down your throat.
And the rebounding you just talked about, night in and night out, they controlled the boards. Nobody could match their energy in that department. Now here's Simmons. Nothing on the board. Wembanyama, a screen on Leonard. Anunoby, no good. Rockets trail by 8. Murray outside. Williams has a screen for Murray. Pass to Williams. It's White on the wing. Launches a 3. Rebound the Lakers. Anunoby left side. Outside for Simmons. And stolen by Murray. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Outside Leonard. Rebounded by Castle.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Outside Simmons. Holmgren outside. Lots of room. Knocked away.
You're not going to get a better look from mid-range. He's definitely disappointed with himself there.
And it's Leonard missing.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Here's Wembanyama. He's got 10. Back to Simmons. For the three. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
And Leonard gets it to go.
Mechanically so efficient and smooth. Leonard off the catch there.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust.
Let's make some noise.
Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Holmgren. With a break in the action, let's show you the teams with the most second-chance points last year. The Rockets, number 1.
Yeah, that was a huge factor for them a season ago. Their ability to attack the offensive glass and then convert those into second-chance buckets. I mean, no one did it better.
Wembanyama down low. Guarded by Jackson. And stolen by White. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Wide open look here for Murray. Buries the long-range jumper. Now just a 3-point Laker lead.
Guys, that's a more reliable shot for Murray than a pull-up jumper. I like to see him fire away in that situation.
To the inside. And there's another turnover by the Lakers.
A moment here to check out the numbers for Simmons. How he did last season was around 5 points per game, 5 assists, and 4 rebounds. And always nice to have a guy like him who can really defend at a high level coming off the bench.
You know, when you can sub in a lockdown defender, that's a major plus.
The Lakers making a switch here. Sharp's checked in. Houston with a big group substitution here. Marvin Bagley's checked in for Mark Williams. Jay Shante comes in for Jackson. Cason Wallace, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Dosunmu in for White. And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. And here is Wallace. On the wing, Murray. Defended by DiVincenzo. Sharp against Bagley. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And it's the fearlessness of Bagley that earns him these calls. Plays with such ferocity.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
I love the way they're finishing, penetrating, getting downhill, taking the game to their opponents. They've been the aggressors, and that's been impressive.
And another thing they've been doing all game long is knocking down the three. Shooting has been a big part of their game plan tonight.
Mitchell, he's checked in for Houston. Good on the second free throw.
And the game Bagley has reminds me a little bit of Chris Bosh, a sweet lefty who plays with force and passion.
Here's Castle. Scoreless thus far. The drive by Mitchell. And stolen by Anunoby. Here's Castle. Defended by Dosunmu. Pass to DiVincenzo. Got a piece of it. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Sharp. Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for the Lakers.
Number 7, Chet Holmgren.
And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Houston Rockets. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. The Rockets again can't hit. For Los Angeles, they've gone only 1 of 6 from the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half starting. Anunoby outside. Wembanyama, a screen on Wallace. And taken away by Wallace. For the tie. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Holmgren sets the screen for Wembanyama. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. And thus far in his career, GA, Victor Wembanyama is averaging well over 3 blocks per game.
Matter of fact, if he can maintain this rate, he's on pace to average the most blocks of any player in NBA history, surpassing the towering Mark Eaton.
Houston's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. Wallace, the pass to Dosunmu. Back to Wallace. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. There's 1:38 left in the third quarter. Wembanyama sets a screen for Castle. And again, no good by the Lakers. The Rockets trail. Pass to Wallace. Houston moving it around. Now here's Dosunmu. He's covered closely. The 2K leaderboard is on the screen now to reveal the dominant scores in the NBA over the last month. Victor Wembanyama is second.
What a performance offensively. Something has really clicked with his game over this stretch.
2 shots.
The free throw drops for Dosunmu. And it's tied up with that one.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Wembanyama left side. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Wembanyama's got a nice night underway, shooting 6 of 9 from the floor. Tate kicks to Mitchell. On the wing, Wallace. Stolen by Anunoby. Pass to DiVincenzo. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to go on Dosunmu.
Boy, I love the energy that Anunoby plays with. I mean, he's so good at forcing the defender's hand.
The Lakers have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
First free throw is good. The Lakers making a switch here. Simmons is checked in, and the Rockets making a change here as well. Williams is checked in. And so he hits both. Rockets trail by 4. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. For 3, Mitchell. That one doesn't drop. Mitchell's gotten just 1 of 6 shots to fall here. Here's DiVincenzo. Pass to Wembanyama. Wembanyama, too easy for the big man.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
You know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Victor Wembanyama is out there with Holmgren. Then there's Ben Simmons. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 2 spot. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Wembanyama. Rockets with the rebound. Murray outside. Back to Leonard. 3-pointer. Rebound the Lakers. Wembanyama's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's falling here since.
Simmons passes to DiVincenzo. And the 3 off target.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Here's Leonard. And the rejection by Holmgren.
And that is why Holmgren went second in the draft. He can dominate the paint.
Pass to Wembanyama. There's the 3. Tries again. Good! The energy from Wembanyama.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
And that's been the key to this league. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
Leonard, the pass to Murray. Here's Williams. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Simmons passes to DiVincenzo. Anunoby outside. Back to DiVincenzo. Wembanyama, a screen on White. DiVincenzo can't hit it.
Look, bad shooting nights happen to everybody. He's just got to feel fortunate that his teammates have picked up the slack for him.
At the elbow, Williams. Jackson kicks to White. Another miss by Houston. Lakers leading by 8. Simmons passes to Wembanyama. Holmgren sets the screen for Wembanyama. Drives to the hoop. And Wembanyama throws it down.
And a big man who moves like a guard. Wembanyama is an absolute terror when he slices inside.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Stephon Castles checked in for Ben Simmons. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened to Ime Udoka's huddle. He did his best to light a fire under them, saying, we have to fight. Now is the moment. We have to come out of this deficit swinging. Guys?
Thank you, Allie. Anunoby against Leonard. Pass to Murray. Back to Leonard. 5 to shoot. White wide open. He fires. Sinks the triple. White's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Boy, White is a capable three-point shooter now, and he does not need a lot of space or time to get off his shot.
Wembanyama, a screen on Leonard. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Holmgren. Here's the 3.
He had 1 3 in the first half, but hasn't had one since.
Outside Leonard. Shoots over Anunoby, and it's Leonard missing.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Anunoby kicks to Holmgren. Back to Anunoby, and stolen by Leonard. To the middle, trying to find Jackson. He's got it now. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And how about the strength of Jackson there? Uses it whenever he's going up inside and fighting through the contact.
And stolen by Williams. Castle against White. Pass to Leonard. Jackson setting the pick here for Leonard. Leads over Anunoby. And the rejection by Wembanyama.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly. And what I like about Castle's game is the versatility, right? He's a legitimate two-way threat. He's willing to take on whatever role helps the team.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second. Rockets trail by 6. Murray with it. Outside Leonard. Shot from the wing. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Murray's got 3 assists now in this one.
Leonard going into attack mode to get those big points. That's what Kawhi Leonard does, though. No surprise for me.
Now, here's Anunoby.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. First one falls for him.
Considered by many to be the best prospect since LeBron James, Wembanyama seems determined to reach his full potential.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
He did the important part at the line there, the heavy lifting, if you will. Made this a 2-possession game.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Now, here's Holmgren. Wembanyama. Williams with the rebound. Here's Murray. Outside Leonard. Plenty of space. That one drops.
He's got that clutch gene. It's in his DNA for sure.
Now Castle. Now Anunoby. Now Wembanyama. Now here's DiVincenzo. 4 on the clock. Fires the 3. Jackson with the rebound.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
Now here's Murray.
Leader is what comes to mind when I think about Murray. Great guy to have on your team and in the locker room.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. And he ends up making the second, and that ties the game up.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Now Wembanyama, and he slams it down with a one-arm hammer.
And how about the young fellow, Wembanyama, with a big-time bucket.
On offense, here are the Rockets. They're on a 12-4 run. White outside. Jackson outside. Now White to take the lead. Holmgren rips down the rebound. The Lakers shooting around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently. Now Wembanyama. And here is DiVincenzo. Now Holmgren lets loose a 3. Murray rips down the board.
I didn't care for his shot selection that time. He needs to let the game come to him a little bit. Just relax, take your time, son.
The shot from 20 doesn't get that one. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure, it's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. And an intentional foul right there. Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
Pressure moment for Castle.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And thanks to his good work at the line there, now we have a 2-possession ball game.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They're trailing by 4. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
They're trying to get back in this thing. They need a score.
Yeah, and they need it hick up fast. I mean, they'll be drawing up a quick hitter in the huddle here, no doubt.
Jason Wall. And the Lakers are the
White looking around for three. Good. They've led by as much as 10. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
The team is in the penalty. At the line for two, Castle.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Those were pressure-packed free throws, and he looked as cool as he could be. So big to give them that 3-point lead.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Either way, they got to score the ball.
You know what they came to see me. Never on my level, even if we in the same league. Talking too much on the court, you a big squeak. Don't make me cross over, watch your kick squeak. Last 2 minutes, I'ma drop 10. We down on the law, yeah, I got them.
Here's Murray. From outside, he's off from 3. And that's an intentional foul.
Second personal foul. At the line for 2.
He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So it gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
This fella knows how to finish a game off. There was no question about those free throws.
And so the Lakers take the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
And that'll do it, folks. Alongside Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. And as always, we appreciate you joining us right here tonight on 2K. And now we present the player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.
And welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. I'm Brian Anderson, and with me tonight, Grant Hill and Tim Legler. And down on the sidelines is Allie LaForce. A shorter rotation player, next man up mentality though. It does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Yeah, they're missing a quality player. And we all know injuries are a part of the game, but they've got to make the adjustment.
So let's take a look at the Chicago Bulls starting lineup. Luguentz Dort out there with Damian Lillard. Then there's Mitchell Robinson. Then there's McDaniels. And it's Davis in at the power forward position. And for the Warriors, Jarrett Allen out there with Mobley. Then it's Maxey. Then it's Tari Eason. And it's Thompson in at the 3 spot. Well, two of the best guards in the league going at it today, Grant. Is there a bit of bragging rights on the line?
You know, maybe not for the players themselves, BA, but the fans will absolutely use this game as evidence when they argue why their guy is the best.
Maxey against Lillard. Maxey passes to Eason. Back to Maxey. Launches it from deep. It's hauled in by Robinson. Here's Chicago now. Pass to Lillard. Now Davis. It's Robinson, high post. Now here's Lillard. Maxey covering. The shot from 20 feet out. Lillard can't get it to go. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Steve Kerr gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. I asked him how they prepared for this matchup against Anthony Davis, and coach responded saying, you have to prepare for his impact on both ends. Offensively, he's terrific around the rim and pretty much unguardable when his jumper is falling. And defensively, he does it all. BA, back to you.
And Allie, thank you for that. Now here's Thompson. Right side Eason. The 3. Mobley outside. Now here's Thompson. Outside Maxey. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Maxey's got 6.
Well, Maxey likes when the pace picks up, and you saw it right there. No hesitation on that catch and shoot.
Lillard passes to Davis. The floater. Good D by Mobley.
Well, they did a great job putting a body on him, and they didn't allow him to convert.
Well, Grant, you look at the Bulls, middling on both ends. What's their biggest need?
You know, BA, I think it's length and athleticism. You can't have enough of those type of players in today's game. You look at their activity stats, the steals, offensive rebounds, very much in need of a boost.
Well, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Outside Davis. Pass to Dort. Back to Davis. Can they get it? And he lays it up and in.
He is an overpowering presence inside. AD playing with so much confidence and force in the paint.
Stolen by Davis. Now here's Dort. Here's the 3. And Davis, good for 3. Davis has gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Maxey. Rebound by the Bulls. First chance of the year for them to go up against this Warriors team. Eason against Dort. Davis from long range. Another 3 for Chicago.
It continues to make plays offensively, having a very efficient quarter.
The Warriors have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Eason against Dort. Outside Maxey. The 3. Davis with a rebound. Chicago has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Dort, the pass to Davis. There's the triple. The rebound by Allen. So it's the Warriors now. Pass to Maxey. Mobley, a screen on Lillard, and it's going to be a 3-second call. And a quick check now on the teams that led the league from the charity stripe a year ago. In third, the Bulls.
Well, they were just automatic from the line a year ago. You did not want to foul these guys.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for the Warriors. R.J. Barrett comes in for Eason. Then for Chicago, Ayton, he's checked in for Robinson. George comes in for Anthony Davis. And it's Westbrook in for Lillard. George for 3, knocks down the triple.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Warriors trail by 3. And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. They defeated Detroit in their last game.
And it was really their defense that got them the win. They had a plan scripted out, and it worked to perfection.
Well, their closeouts on shooters was impressive, and they kept them uncomfortable the entire game.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Collins, he's checked in for Evan Mobley, and DeRozan is subbed in for Thompson. Then for Chicago, Isaac comes in for McDaniels, and Jaden Ivey subbed in for Dort. Now here's Maxey. Give him 8 points now, and it's good for 2. Maxey's got 10 points.
He's been on fire since the beginning of this game, particularly when you look at the high percentage shots he's getting.
How about the motor of Tyrese Maxey, Tim? He just does not quit ever.
He's one of those guys who tracks the most miles run during games. Maxey probably wears out his shoes faster than anyone. Sharp turns, hard cuts. He's always on the move.
Now here's DeRozan. Shoots over George. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Yeah, offensively, Capella's game is grabbing offensive boards. You have to put a body on him.
Pass to Westbrook. Barrett against Ivy. Back to Westbrook. The 3 is up. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. DeRozan outside. Shoots over George. No good, off the front rim.
He typically dominates that area of the floor. It just didn't drop.
Isaac with a screen on DeRozan. Isaac's shot is off.
Despite the defensive presence, he challenges at the rim. Give him an A for effort.
And he makes it.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
1:44 left in the first quarter. Pass to George. Takes the 3. The rebound by Maxey. The Warriors lead by 3. Hey, now 5 for 8, shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Pass to Westbrook. Back to George. They still need this. It's rebounded by Barrett. The Warriors have gotten 7 of 13 shots to drop. Drains the triple. And it's an 8-point Warrior lead.
This small advantage is starting to snowball.
And one thing about this league we know, momentum can change in an instant.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Colin Sexton's checked in for the Warriors. Ivy passes to Isaac. Picked by Isaac. Westbrook finds Isaac. Now Ayton. Excellent D there from Capella.
They're playing with a lot of energy tonight. We can see that in their dominance on the glass. Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And from the opening tip, they've been locked in. Just look at the score. That tells you all you need to know.
And again, Chicago, no good. Golden State with the ball. They've gone on a 13-0 run. Pass to Sexton. DeRozan against George. And here's Capella. Over Ayton. And that's not gonna go. And so it's the Golden State Warriors earning this break in the action, up 10. Great team defense on Paul George. They're limiting what PG is doing out there. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And from what we've seen here from the Warriors, what's your take so far?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Early offense in this league is key. You've got to score before the defense can set up in the half court.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. We've got Damian Lillard, McDaniels out there with Davis. Then there's Mitchell Robinson, and it's Dort in at the 2 spot. Free throw good, Mobley. And Grant, when it comes to a franchise player, how much does it help to have a guy who unites the locker room?
Well, you know, B.A., when you think of guys like LeBron James or a Stephen Curry or Tim Duncan, it's not just about their play on the court, but the type of person you see in the locker room. That can rally a franchise.
And here are the Warriors now, following the three-point basket by Chicago. Mobley passes to Sexton. Oh, Robinson with a block. And here's Lillard. He picked up 21 points in their last win against San Antonio.
It wasn't just the scoring. He got others involved, too.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. The Chicago Bulls retiring the jersey of hometown hero and former league MVP Derrick Rose. His coach with the Bulls, Tom Thibodeau, said, "The true measure of a man is how he handles adversity, and nobody did it better. He always found a way to rise above, and there's no question in my mind he is a Hall of Fame player." Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you. And the Warriors miss again.
When it goes in, it looks pretty. When it doesn't, you question the shot difficulty.
Davis with a screen on Sexton. Here's Lillard. Oh, Lillard shrugs off the contact.
Well, he was cold in that first quarter, and now it's great to see him flip that switch and start getting hot here.
To the inside. Thompson outside. Allen, right side. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Sexton. Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by Robinson.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
And last season, the Warriors had their most success playing a small ball lineup, Grant.
Well, they more than held their own on the backboards in defending the paint, but you knew they'd look to add some size this summer.
Sexton finds Easton. Here's Mobley, and that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
And with his length and touch, Mobley is tough to contain from mid-range.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over.
Oh my, their coach does not look happy, and I can guess why. Their interior defense has been struggling.
Yeah, physically they are being overwhelmed in the paint right now. That can be hard to fix because it's a personnel issue.
And the Warriors making a change here. Maxi's checked in. Back to Davis. Pass to Dort. Clock at 6. Outside McDaniels. Shoots over Thompson. Mobley grabs the board.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Mobley, a screen on Lillard. He's still feeling it. And it's Maxey missing. The Bulls trail by 7. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And Davis gets double teamed. And there's the call on Tari Eason. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Dort with it. Still no points. Pass to Robinson. 5 on the clock. McDaniels from long range. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Outside Eason. Outside Maxey. Out to Thompson. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. Dort outside. Back to Daniels. Lillard passes to McDaniels. Thompson against Davis. Just 5 on the clock. And once again, off the mark by Chicago. The Warriors lead by 7. Tipped away. Who was stolen by Lillard. In transition, here they come. Chicago passing it around. The drive by Lillard. From deep three-point land. And again, Chicago, no good.
Good job hitting the glass. They're +8 in rebounding.
And here's Maxey outside. Eason. It's good on the putback.
Huge putback. This guy plays with so much energy.
I don't know anybody that goes after the boards harder. And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. And the Warriors make some changes. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Jared Allen. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Thompson. And Barrett subbed in for Eason. Bulls trail by 9. Westbrook, the pass to Isaac. Pass to George. Over DeRozan. George's shot is off. And Maxey's got the ball here for the Golden State Warriors. And Ayton pulls it down.
Well, after lighting it up from deep in the first quarter, they have quieted him down.
Ivy passes to Westbrook. Isaac with a screen on Maxey. Isaac outside to snap the cold streak. Nope, another miss. 0 for 2 to start the game. The third pick in the 2019 draft, R.J. Barrett has that ideal build for an NBA wing, Legs.
Well, B.A., he definitely has that. 6'6", strong, athletic. Well, what's the biggest key for R.J. going forward? It's consistency with his shooting, which can complement his ability to create off the dribble.
Capella can't get it to go. Bulls trail by 9. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Buries it from 3. George has got 6.
Well, the numbers don't lie. Paul George has been one of the most accurate three-point shooters of his generation.
Back to DeRozan. Pass to Capella. Good, and it's DeRozan who picks up the assist. Capella's got his second bucket of the night.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Westbrook outside. From deep. And again, it's Chicago with a 3.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Tim, a top 5 pick in 2022. Jaden Ivey battled inconsistency in his first few seasons.
Well, he is an explosive athlete, and at this level, you can't dominate with speed alone. So he's continuing to put in work, and he's making real strides.
And Sexton's checked in for Maxey. And with this pause, a check on the stats to show you which teams led the league in assists last year. The fourth spot held by the Warriors. Fifth on the list, the Bulls.
During last season, both of these teams were just unselfish, piling up the assist.
Outside Barrett. Mobley, a screen on Ivy. Outside Barrett. Golden State needs to get off a shot. 2 on the clock. And it's DeRozan missing. Here are the Bulls with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Westbrook, the pass to Isaac. Now here's George from behind the arc. Capella with a rebound. Capella's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Yeah, just hasn't been able to find his rhythm offensively, and that's having a ripple effect.
Ivy, left side, over Barrett, and that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. The Warriors on top, they're up by 5. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm here with Coach Kerr. And Steve, what's your assessment of that first half of play, and any changes in mind?
Well, we'll see. We have to adjust during the game if we see something that's hurting us. But I thought the defense was pretty solid overall, and we'll see how it goes from here.
Okay, more of the same. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
And we welcome you to halftime. First order of business, time to take stock of the All-Star voting.
Man, we've talked about it so much, hard to believe we're almost an All-Star weekend.
I'm interested to see which new faces make it this year. This first All-Star game for a player really memorable. And now back to that first half. How about Tyrese Maxey? He was getting whatever he wanted, whenever he wanted it.
Well, you see Maxey putting up points. He's the reason they're up. Not sure where they'd be without him.
He's been the best version of himself, which is elite. Glad you could join us. Brian Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Without question, Tyrese Maxey displaying all his skills today.
And the bulk of his production has been generated along the perimeter.
Well, he's found his rhythm out there for sure. Now let's see how the defense adjusts to him in this half.
The Warriors lead by 5. They've got Tari Eason, Mobley out there with Asar Thompson. Then it's Maxey, and it's Allen in at the center position. And that's the group for Steve Kerr as we begin the second half. Now here's Maxey. Over Lillard. And it's Maxey missing. And here's McDaniels. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. When this game is done, they'll be off to Milwaukee, taking on the Bucks. That'll be the second of 2 games on the road. Pass to Lillard. Eason pulls it in. Eason's got his 4th rebound in this one. And for the Warriors, they're shooting about 43% in this one. And here is Maxey. Puts it up. Rebound by the Bulls.
Well, and he's a very good mid-range shooter, but the defense was all over him there, making that a very difficult shot.
Now here's Dort. No points so far. Back to Lillard. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. And Davis slams it home.
Over the years, we've seen a lot of this from Davis, playing above the rim.
Maxey surveys. Again, Maxey missing.
He hasn't helped the cause with his shooting, but his teammates have had his back.
Eason with a steal. Maxey against Lillard. Maxey passes to Eason. Back to Maxey from downtown. And it's Jared Allen with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
That's 3 straight misses to start the second half. Not what they wanted.
Bulls trail by 3. And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And great passing, so often the thing that separates the good from the great. Who, for your money, Tim, is the best in the association?
Well, what's crazy, B.A., is I think the top of the list belongs to a center. Dre, Nikola Jokic, to me, an all-time talent, still in his prime, and his playmaking ability, unquestionably, the best we have ever seen at the center position.
Never seen any player like him. He's amazing.
Maybe never will, either.
Here's Lillard. Warriors with the rebound. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Maxey passes to Mobley. Allen a screen. 6 on the shot clock. The offensive rebound.
I like that Allen plays with attitude. He's got a competitive streak, and it blends so well with his natural athletic ability.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening. That free throw good from Allen. So both free throws good from Allen. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Outside Davis. Pass to Robinson. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Allen's got 7 rebounds in the game.
That's a cold start out of the break. Only 1 of his first 4 has he gotten to go.
Eason, pass to Mobley. And here's Maxey outside. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists in the game.
Well, that's his first 3 of the half, and now he's got 4 made threes on the night.
Lillard passes to Davis. Here's Robinson. Lillard up top. Maxey covering. 5 to shoot. It's stolen by Maxey. In transition. Mobley passes to Allen. And here is Maxey. McDaniels covering. Pass to Mobley. Outside Eason. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Robinson.
I'm surprised he missed that one. He is a dangerous guy to leave open.
Ooh, stolen by Allen. Eason against Dort. Eason, the pass to Maxey. Inside. Here's Mobley. Drilled from 11 feet out. Mobley's got 7 points in the game. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
I really like their effort in transition tonight, constantly pushing the pace and then turning that into points.
Now here's Eason. And here's Maxey outside. Nails it from 3. Maxey's got 21.
And that's his second 3 of the half and his 5th overall, really lighting it up.
Dort, the pass to Davis. And again, Chicago, no good.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks. Tyrese Maxey, a late first-round pick back in 2020, but he's become an all-star. He said, quote, "I've always had that chip with me from day one. I had to earn everything I got from a basketball perspective and make a name for myself. I try hard to foresee and envision this." Back over to you.
The drive for greatness. All right, Allie, appreciate the report. And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. And a new group getting ready for the Warriors. Capella, he's checked in for Jared Allen. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Mobley. R.J. Barrett, he's checked in for Eason. And Sexton subbed in for Maxey. Then for Chicago, Isaac, he's checked in for Robinson. Paul George comes in for Anthony Davis. And Ivy subbed in for Dort. Bulls trail by 15. George outside to stop the run. Drills it from deep. He's got 9.
And that's why Paul George is such a talented scorer. He can even do it off the catch.
To the middle. Here's Capella. And the slam dunk by Capella.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. Legs night in, night out. You know what you're going to get from Clint Capella.
Well, B.A., he provides activity on both ends of the floor. On the glass, he will protect the rim, and he is a constant lob threat.
Here's Barrett following the three-point basket by Chicago. And he goes in for the dunk.
Well, there was no doubt Barrett was going to flush that one.
1:46 left in the third quarter. Ivy against Barrett. For 3, George on target from range. George has got 12.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Yeah, that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
Barrett can't hit. The Bulls trail by 10. Ivy passes to Lillard. Back to Ivy. Lillard outside. And there's a 3-second violation. Squads that love to run. Last year's team leaders in fast break points. The Bulls third.
You know, it really made for some exciting games the way this team ran the floor. Always maintaining impressive energy in transition.
Allen, he's checked in for the Warriors. Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for Chicago. Dort comes in for Ivy. Shot is good by Barrett. Barrett's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Lillard deciding where to go with it. And stolen by Sexton. In transition, here come the Warriors. And a nice finish on the layup. And the Warriors lead by 14.
They've toned down their three-point attack in the second half, looking to protect the lead with higher percentage shots.
Lillard passes to Dort. Chicago passing it around. Here's McDaniels. No made baskets yet. 3 on the clock. Launches a 3. Not going to go that time. And so it's the Golden State Warriors. A sizable lead of 14 at the break. How about the way they've attacked the paint? This throwback approach is paying off. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. Steve Kerr with some words for his players.
Defense has been fantastic. Great defense. Offense, simple passes will get it done, right? You guys look great, though. Keep the pressure on.
Paying his guys the respect they deserve. Coach Kerr, he likes what he sees.
It's important to praise your guys when they're playing well. Coach understands how crucial it is to recognize effort.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court for the Bulls, getting the fourth quarter going. Paul George out there with McDaniels. Then there's Lou Dort. Then there's Mitchell Robinson. And it's Lillard in at the point.
Big effort, big reward for Barrett. Just what a jam.
And so George will bring it up for the Bulls. It's a 16-point game. Fires the three. The Warriors pull it in. Allen's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Eason pass to Maxey. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Maxey against Lillard. George for three. The Bulls with another miss. The Warriors lead by 16. We've got a chance to check up on Anthony Davis' status. Allie?
Guys, I caught up with the head athletic trainer for Chicago. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. It's not enough to keep this gamer out of action, though. He's making a go of it. Guys?
Okay, Allie, thank you.
Well, that's an injury no player wants to deal with, but as we know, so many guys have dealt with it at some point.
Maxey against Lillard. Maxey, that's good.
And you've seen Maxey elevate his game every single year. He has now turned into one of the game's premier scorers.
Now here's Dort for three. George. Eason pulls it in. Eason's got his 6th rebound on the night. Outside Barrett. Pass to Maxey. Puts up a three. It's hauled in by Robinson. The Bulls trail by 18. Lillard with the ball. Picked up by Allen. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's George. The rebound by Maxey. Maxey's got his 4th rebound in this one. Mobley outside for three. Barrett. Here's Allen, and it's Allen who slams it home.
Tremendous effort from Allen, one of the top offensive rebounders in the game.
Lillard against Maxey. George sets a screen. Lillard passes to George. Well, Tim, with the new CBA, we're likely to see a lot more multi-team trades just to make the money work.
Yeah, B.A., it's more complicated than ever to trade guys straight up. So now teams have to find ways to make moves that involve bringing in an extra team to absorb salaries.
Those puzzle pieces just got a lot more complicated.
So hard to figure it out. That's just unlucky. You don't mind him taking that shot at all.
Now Dort. George outside to stop the drought. That doesn't go either for George.
Really tough quarter for him shooting the basketball.
Eason, pass to Maxey. Now here's Barrett. Mobley on a screen to the paint. And Mobley throws it down.
Tremendous read by Barrett. He recognized coming out of that pick and roll who had the better shot.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket. And they've won the battle on the board so far, and the scoreboard reflects that.
Well, it's the biggest reason they have the lead right now. They have just been flat out the more physical team.
Now here's Maxey. Back to Barrett. Mobley, a screen on Dort. Dort against Barrett. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
And the thing I love about Barrett in watching him, he plays with toughness and determination.
Now here's Lillard. George, a screen on Maxey. George, right side. Shoots over Mobley. No good off the glass.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
And he doesn't have to do it alone. He's got 4 teammates on the floor.
Now here's Maxey. 4-3. And there's Barrett on the assist from Maxey. Barrett's got 11 in the second half.
It has certainly been a good night for him, and it is showing on the scoreboard.
Dort, the pass to George. And here's Lillard. Shoots over Maxey, and he nails the jumper.
And that's a veteran move by Lillard to see the D closing and get the shot away.
And here are the Warriors now. They're on a 16-5 run. Mobley on a screen. Grant, you're involved with helping the NBA grow the game globally. How important are those initiatives?
You know, BA, it's very important to watch how the game has grown over the last 30 years that I've been connected with the NBA is quite staggering. But there's more work to be done. So every initiative, every appearance, every camp, every game is so vitally important as we continue to spread the game of basketball all over the world.
Lillard can't get it to go.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Warriors.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
BA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And it's a performance that will signify their 5th win of the year. And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Tyrese Maxey.
Well, what a highlight reel he put together, playing his game and contributing in a big way.
Now here's Lillard. Outside McDaniels for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Nice bounce pass. That's just good fundamental basketball.
There's 31 seconds left in the 4th quarter here. Maxey on the wing, defended by Lillard. Mobley up top. Maxey passes to Mobley. Here's Barrett. And here's Maxey outside. Dort grabs the miss. And so Golden State takes this one, and by a big margin. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
And that about wraps it up. With Tim Legler, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. As always, we appreciate you tuning in tonight. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Tyrese Maxey.